Yo, what's up, you guys? How are you doing? First off, I hope you are having a great day, great night whenever you are watching this. It's your boy Adam, and I'm back with a new and different video. Different type, I mean. For those of you who know me, you know that I love anime. It's just something I really got heavy into when I got into college, and it's just something I love. A lot of people have been hitting me up and asking me why I haven't been making a lot of anime content since I love it so much. So I decided I was gonna start this video off on top of the other stuff I'm doing. But if you read the title, you know this is my top 5 anime of all time. And these are subject to change because I watch a lot of anime. But before I start telling you what my 5 are, I do have a top 5, 10, 15, and even a top 20. But telling you all 20 anime would take a long time if I really wasn't describing it. But these are my top 5, and I also want to recommend them for you if you haven't already watched them. So let's cut all the chit chat about that and get into it. So these 5 are in no particular order, but we'll start off. Number 5 is Tokyo Ghoul. Alright, so you can probably tell from the video behind me, I'm going to try to have video playing of the anime behind me to make it a little bit more interesting. But Tokyo Ghoul was an anime I got into, I think, my junior year of college. It was very different than what I was used to. I grew up on Dragon Ball Z, Bleach, Inuyasha, all the fighting type of anime. And this one kind of took a turn. It's more of like a horror thriller type anime. But it's really good. If you're a bit squeamish and don't like blood, I would suggest maybe kind of steering away from it. But it's really good. The animation is exquisite. The storyline is really good. I know a lot of people in the community pick it apart because of season 2. But if you watch it, I'm pretty sure you will enjoy it. The first couple episodes are a little slow to some people, but I think it's really good. I'm gonna try not to spoil anybody. For those of you who have seen it, that's great. If you haven't, then I'm gonna try not to spoil you. Maybe give like little details, but nothing to spoil it because I really want you guys to see it. But Tokyo Ghoul it's a really fun anime. The manga is a lot better if you're into reading the manga. If you're not, then watch the anime. It's still as good. The manga is just a little bit more graphic, more gory. But I would recommend it. But I'm gonna try to keep the video short so I won't get into talking too much about it. But so number 4, my 4th anime is My Hero Academy. Baku no Hero Academy. I guess that's the Japanese version of it. It's a very new anime, and it's grown in popularity recently. It is more of your Dragon Ball Z type, so we're gonna take a jump from horror to just action. It kind of reminds me of Dragon Ball Z. Well, the good, like Naruto, is most of the people have powers, but it takes an interesting. The main character's journey is a lot different than most of the other shonen anime, like in Dragon Ball and all that other type of stuff. So I think you would really enjoy it. If you're into action, it has loads of it. It's very fast paced, I do believe. It's one of those started from the bottom, now you hear type anime. So if you're like one of those people who really like to see a character grow, then you will like it. And I know if you've heard people talk about it, you're gonna be like, well, the main character cries too much, da 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 da. Yes, he does, but you should still watch it. It's still a really good anime, and without spoiling it, you will see a lot of character growth, a lot of fun, and amazing fights. If you've been on YouTube and looked up anime fights, you've probably seen like 1 or 2 of them from My Hero Academy, and it's just a solid anime all around. So we're gonna get into number 3, which is Hunter x Hunter, whatever you call it. I watched this over the spring break 2 years ago. Now I know what you're thinking, Adam, why weren't you at the beach for spring break? Well, I did not have a car, and no one asked me to go to the beach. So I sat at home and I binge watched this anime in 3 days. It was 144 episodes, so obviously I did not sleep at all, but it was totally worth it because Hunter x Hunter is amazing. Hunter x Hunter, and I know some of you probably gonna be like, oh, this guy's a weeboo or whatever. My friends do call me that, but It is just a great anime. It has a lot of different arcs, and just like with My Hero Academy, a lot of great character development. They do, some of the characters do have powers, which is something I know a lot of people are into in anime. They like to see that. I'm trying to think of some good stuff without spoiling it for you. If I had to classify it, it'd be like action and adventure, because it follows the main character who's searching for his dad, and he goes through these crazy adventures to try to find him, and it helps him grow as a character. So if you're into those, not super fast paced, but it's a nice paced anime with great action, great fights, great character development. And it's never really slow. Well, I take that back. The first couple episodes are slow. It kind of takes a while to build up, but 144 episodes, you just can't start it off crazy. You know, it does go off a little slow. I know a lot of people complained about that, but it's a solid anime. It's got a great fan base. The manga did just come back out, and they were supposed to be dropping the anime soon. I know a lot of people were hyped for that, but they did take a hiatus, which you will find out why. But luckily for you guys, the 2011 version is all there, all 144 episodes, so you don't have to wait. But that is it for number 3. Number 2 is Code Geass. This anime was my all-time favorite anime. I got into it, and whenever anybody would ask me, what's your favorite anime, I would be like, it is Code Geass. It is a mech anime, which is, for those of you who don't know, that's like Gundam. I know, look, if you were young, I know you watched Gundam Wing, Gundam Unicorn, Gundam whatever. It is like that, but it's more of a thriller type of anime. You know, it has a lot of action, but it messes with your mind. It's one of those anime that you have to really sit and watch and think about. So if you're not into if you're into skipping through episodes, don't do that on Code Geass, because you're gonna skip one episode. You're gonna be like, what is going on here? But it has some great fights, but more than that, it has the main character's growth and development is what's very key to it. Like, you have to watch him and see how he develops. And he's one of those genius types of people, without spoiling it. He's one of those genius types of people who has to use his intelligence to get him through stuff. So he's not like your Goku or Naruto or Ichigo, who has to use their fist and stuff like that, which they're also smart too, but he has to use his genius to get him out of certain situations. So I would just recommend watching it. It was my number 1, and it's over with now, but there are talks of there being a season 3. My best friend just sent me something on Facebook about it coming out. So it might jump up to 1, depending on how it goes. And as an extra treat, I do have 2 honorable mentions. I don't know if I said that in the beginning of the video. Maybe I did, but I got you 2 honorable mentions, so you're getting 2 for the price of 5. 5 for the price of 2. 5 for the price of 7. Whatever. Look, so my 2 honorable mentions, I'm going to keep these short because I don't want the video to run too long. They are Parasyte. Boom. So Parasyte came out very recently too. Now, this is one of those thriller, horror type anime, and they do an interesting job of taking an old idea and making it new. So it's basically alien invasion type of storyline, you know, but it's not corny how they used to do it. It's very interesting. It tugs at your heartstrings. Like, this is one of those anime. Now, it can go into my top 5, but it's a completed anime. It's not coming back as far as I know. But it's one of those that pulled at my heartstrings. You know, your boy, I'm all tough and stuff, but I was watching Parasyte and I'm just like, oh my God, what's happening? What's going on? But it's a really good anime. If you're not into being emotionally unstable while watching this, I don't know. You're just gonna be messed up. Some people can watch it and not feel that way, but when you get attached to certain characters, you just see a lot of craziness. No spoiling, no spoilers. It's a relatively short anime. I can't remember off the top how long it was, but this is, when I tell you guys, this is one of those anime that it ended so well-rounded. Like, I watched a lot of anime in my years of watching it, and in a lot of endings I've been like, what is going on here? Like, what are you doing? But Parasite ended so well. It ended so good. Like, I watched it, I was like, it's okay if they don't do it season 2. I could be okay with how it ended now. But I digress. That's one of my honorable mentions. Yu Yu Hakusho. So, I know a lot of you guys know about Yu Yu Hakusho, especially if you're an old head. I rewatched Yu Yu Hakusho like 3 weeks ago because I watched it a couple times, but I really wanted to get a good grasp on it, and I fell in love with that again. Like I said, a lot of my old anime watchers, you probably know about this, but if you haven't, now this is one of those Dragon Ball Z type of deals where it is a lot of action, a whole lot of action. And if you're into that sort of stuff, you should definitely give it a watch. I mean, the character development is okay. It's really good. Now, their power development is a lot better than their character development, but it's one of those, if you're big into action, you should watch it. It's pretty long. Off the top of my head, I can't remember how many episodes, but it is a solid anime. Like, it has a very big fan base. The guy that created Yu Yu Hakusho created Hunter x Hunter. So you're going to see a lot of parallels if you do end up watching both of those, which is, a little golden nugget in there if you guys didn't know about that. But it was in my top 5 too, but because I watched so many anime, it jumped out of my top 5, but it could go back in just depending. So we're gonna knock that out of the way. I know the video has gotten pretty long. I didn't want to make it too long since this will be my first one going into anime. I'd actually have another one coming if you guys do enjoy this. But my number 1 anime, and I was sleeping on this for a long time. I mean, a super duper long time, and it is, drum roll please, One Piece. Now, I know what you're thinking, and it looks like from back there my camera is about to die, so let me hurry up. I know what you guys are thinking. One Piece. What's so great about One Piece? Obviously, it is the highest grossing selling anime of all time, but it is super duper, the storyline is so good. Like, I started watching it 2 years ago to get caught up. One of my best friends, he was like, Adam, you're sleeping on One Piece, you should watch it. And we all grew up watching One Piece. I know you all saw the opening where they're rapping and stuff like that, which is, I think that's really lame now, but it was a solid anime. It's about 800 episodes now, and I know for some of you guys starting off, you're like, oh my god, that's a lot of episodes, but I promise you, if you like just throw those episodes in and just watch them gradually, you'll catch up. I promise you, it's totally worth it. It's super long, but there are no real fillers in it doesn't feel like it's fillers because it flows so well together. And I don't really want to spoil anything, but just obviously, the main character is trying to be king of the pirates, so you follow his adventure. It is full of action, full of adventure. I know romance, so if you're into the romance, the One Piece is not for you. Well, it is romance because he loves the sea and he's trying to be the best pirate he can be. So if you're into that, I would suggest definitely giving it a watch. But don't get overwhelmed by it. I know a lot of you guys are gonna be like, oh man, that's too many episodes to watch. But look, it's totally, once you get into it, it's like any other show. You're gonna fall in love with it. I'm gonna leave it there for right now. Obviously, I'm making many more. I might even do a top 10 if you guys are into that. But in the comments below, tell me what you guys think. What is your favorite anime? What's your top 5 if you can pick one? Tell me what you thought about my 5 picks if that's what you want to do. There will be many more to come. If you have any suggestions about anime you would like me to cover or talk about, I'm here to do that. I hope you guys enjoyed and have a wonderful day and watch anime. So I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.